It's YeNDoR'S WiLDCaT chat. It's YeNDoR'S WiLDCaT chat. It's YeNDoR'S WiLDCaT chat.
What? Oh, Chris. I don't know what happened. I don't know if my mic went off or your mic went off. I can't even hear you. You can hear me? Oh, wow, that's crazy. All right. Welcome, folks. It's so funny. We just spent the last... Can you hear me? Yeah? Oh, it's crazy. All right. We just spent the last 20 minutes doing mic check before we got started. And then Chris's mic just went south for some reason. I can't hear him. Welcome, folks. YeNDoR'S WiLDCaT chat. We're going to try to fix Chris's mic, see what happened. That was weird. We are a tab type broadcast. I can hear you. I can hear you, buddy. I can hear you. No, I can't hear you. You can't hear me? Jeez. Holy smokes. That's so funny. So you cannot hear me, right? Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Hold on one second. There you go. Can you hear me? No? Oh, geez. All right, hold on. Hold on, Chris. Hold on a second. Really? Can you hear me now? Oh, gosh. Can you hear me? No? It's crazy. All right. All right, folks. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I'm going to go ahead and bring on Joe Little, and hopefully that I get my microphone set up correctly and get this thing rolling. Yo, Joe.
What's up, man?
Okay, can you hear me now?
You sound great.
Can you hear me before?
It has a little bit. When Chris started playing, it did blink out on us. That was a great song, but it died right in the middle of it, and I could hear you, and then you went away, and it was all hell was breaking loose.
I don't know what happened. It just went silent. Sorry, folks.
It was too much. That was too hard of a jam.
I know. Maybe it blew the circuits.
Yeah, likely.
All right, I can hear everybody pretty clear on this going down this direction. Can you hear me, Chris?
I can hear you.
That was so confusing.
There he is.
What?
There he is.
Everything was perfect. What happened?
That song was too good.
I don't know. It went silent on my end, and I couldn't hear anything from what you were saying, and I wasn't sure if you could hear me. It was so funny. We did mic check on everyone. Everyone else sounded perfect, and then we go live, and then oh my
It's
gosh.
a human endeavor.
Well, you blew the circuits, Chris. You
Yes.
know, maybe you should put your pants on, and it wouldn't have went south. Maybe that way. Maybe that's where it could have. Hey guys, this is a TAVTI broadcast. alumni broadcast. And I'm so pleased to have class of 95 still alive, 95, right? I'm
Yeah.
so
Still doing
stoked
it.
to have them on
Still
board.
doing it.
And Joe Little's still doing it. I'm going to go ahead and if we have some others that are in the lounge area, just lounging. I'll bring them on individually, and we're just going to kind of take it a little bit at a time. And let's talk to Joe Little just for a little bit. Joe, so where you at? What's been going on all these years, brother?
Man, I've been living in the Tascadero for going on 18 years. Yeah, just living the life over here as a coastal elite. I like to kid myself, and yeah, just family, work, counting down the days, enjoying life.
There you go. What are you doing for a living nowadays?
I work for the city of San Luis Obispo. I'm the chief water distribution operator, so I help run the water system down there.
Nice. And for those of you that are trying to recognize him because of his hat and his glasses, this is
yeah, look at that guy,
little Joe. We should call you little.
You'll recognize me from some back streets, some dark places.
I got a couple photos to share here. And who's who are you next to? Who's this guy?
That's a special boy right there, Todd. And he's special to you. He was special to me. I mean, that picture was taken in John Swearingen's kitchen, his mom and dad's kitchen, after we were having a swim party where we were jumping off the roof of his parents' patio into his pool. It's about another 10 feet below. So it's a good time. Todd was there. I don't remember if he was jumping off or not, but we were all partying pretty good. And it was good to see him out that night.
Did it look like this kitchen? Was it this one?
That's my mom's kitchen, and it looks the exact same. It has not. I was just there today. We were in Taft last night and yesterday, and it looks the exact same. Nothing has changed. And if John goes there, John will stand right there. He'll be right there.
Well, I think that's a good segue since we have so many on board today. I'm so excited. Let's go ahead and Chris, if you want, do you want to give him a little bit of an intro? Let's bring in John.
Bring in who?
John Swearingen. What? Oh, I got him off guard.
Well, I lost a string on my guitar. I had to change.
I know. We're throwing the show.
It was too wild.
All right, folks, let's get him on board. Class 95. I'm sure he has a lot to share. John Swearingen. What's up? Oh, he's got his hat on.
Gotta represent.
We represent. We represent at all times.
I love it. What's up, John? How are you, sir?
Hey, great. Good to see you.
Oh, I'm so stoked to have you on board, man. I was just telling my fellow YeNDoR, Rodney, is on board. He's in the lounge. He's going to be coming in. You guys are so prepared. The first time I've actually had some Taft hats, shirts, and everything on board. This is cool.
Oh yeah.
So how?
Oh yeah. How was live it. I'm still in Taft.
There you go.
What was that?
You were at a swim meet yesterday, right?
Yeah. Friday, our girls won the SSL championship. My daughter did great. They all did great. They won.
Oh,
he's freezing up.
Oh,
he's freezing. You're freezing a little, John.
There he is.
There he is. Say that again. You froze just for a second.
we're back.
We're back.
Okay. Yeah, they won the SSL champion. They did the SSL champion. They won. They did great. I think they're ranked 7 in the Valley. So we have Valley championships next week.
There you go. Is this nice. Your? Just because I'm not aware, but is this your daughter or who is this?
Yeah, that's my daughter.
It is. I kind of thought so.
Yes.
I see the resemblance, and I saw the picture on Facebook, and I figured I'd pop her on. And if you guys don't recognize John, maybe this will. What? You look vicious.
Yeah, the good old days.
Yeah, you have Chris Bandy's number 79, by the way.
Yeah, you know, I tried to fill his shoes. He was a great man. I had to follow his lead.
There you go. Bandy, coach of Liberty back there in Bakersfield now. He's doing so good.
You're going to make him mad. Coach of Frontier.
Oh, Frontier. Jeez.
Yeah.
Liberty.
He was undefeated this year. They were awesome.
Yeah. Frontier. Why say Liberty? I'm sorry. forgot to have my coffee. Need more of my coffee here. So, how long I got does Joe and John? Do you guys go back? When did you? We at Lincoln? Did you guys go to elementary or what?
We met, I think, in
Parkview
kindergarten,
Bears, man.
Yeah, I've known
Yeah,
him pretty much forever.
We were partying on the green top.
yeah. Parkview Bears back when we were the Parkview Puppies.
Yeah. We lived through the whole change up. Parkview, Lincoln, high school. We really became good friends in high school. Your friend groups kind of swirl around, and we found each other.
There you go.
Yeah, we locked up our senior year.
There you go.
Junior, senior year, right? I mean, junior year. Yeah. I think probably go back to like sophomore, junior, that junior probably for sure.
We really owe it all to Bob, all to Bob Lindbergh and TV production, I think.
We really do.
Good old
Big Booty
Lindbergh.
Bob.
Yeah. If he's still around, I would love to chat with that dude, Bob Lindbergh.
Yeah, I owe an apology to this day, but I did run into him because I was the worst student in that class when I was when I was his teacher's aide, and it was pretty bad. And then I ran into him. I took a couple of classes at University of Phoenix. He was my teacher there.
Really?
And I don't even remember what he was teaching, communications or something. Yeah, this was back in the day. This in the mid 97 or something like that, 98. And I apologized to him then, but I'd apologize to him again. I was such a little shit.
I
was a jerk.
That was the class everybody just went crazy though, because it was TV productions, you know what I mean? And
it was the best.
I got to quote Lindbergh when he told Joe, "Hey, I'll give you a C if you don't come back."
And I said, "Consider it done," and I never came back. I think I only went to my senior year. I was doing 4 classes a day. I was down to 4 classes because I was ditching a first period class by one of the best teachers and coaches we ever had, Mr. Rick Woodson, and he's still doing great. And I would ditch that class a lot, go hang out with John and them in auto shop, and then freaking Lindbergh didn't want me to come back, and so I was done by lunch, dude. And I was heading to Pizza Hut, and I was getting the personal pan deal. Life was good, stealing all the red cups I could.
I'm Pizza Hut alumni myself. You know that, right?
That's true, and we thank you for your service.
Did you go in with that? Did I wait on you guys?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I bought a lot of taco pizzas.
Okay. I'm not sure if the owner Rita will eventually watch this or not. So make sure you say everything that I did was above the board.
There was no illegal activity that we know of that we haven't heard about, and but the taco pizza there, I still think about it. I actually went on a road trip year before last, my wife to her family's her people in Kansas, and the thing that's put me over the edge of that is there's a dine-in Pizza Hut there that has taco pizza. I said, we're going.
You know what's so weird is they had a smoking and non-smoking section in the Pizza Hut, and half the restaurant you can smoke, and then it just drifts over to, might as well have had, you know what I mean? It was so fun.
There's an invisible barrier.
The ashtray, I asked my first question. That's the opening line, smoking or not smoking? Are you here to dine?
Right. As long as I was near there was 2 good video games in there. One was as long as I was near Spy Hunter. If I could be by Spy Hunter, I was so happy.
Oh, and Volcar. I'm trying to think of what the name of the game was that they give you your anyway, not important. As long as we had a jukebox. John, and I want to say, is this the wife?
Yeah, that's the wife, Brandy.
Brandy, there you go.
Yeah, you can tell by my mask that was during COVID.
Oh, you got the mask on your throat.
Yeah.
You're not hiding a hickey, huh?
No.
All right, let's go ahead and we have some others in the lounge area. This is fun. Give them an intro. Why don't we pull on the fellow YeNDoR? He's a Rodney. What?
I know that guy.
Long Rod.
Go ahead, give us an intro there, Chris. Thank you, sir. Class 95 in the house with the apparel. Rodney.
What's up?
He's all right.
That is Spy Hunter. Is that Spy
I
Hunter
heard
riff right
Spy
there?
Hunter, so
Yeah, I recognize
Chris
that.
Chris did not come here to screw around.
Yeah,
I like that. I like
come
that.
with the oil slick. Oil slick.
Spy Hunter and
Yeah.
Gauntlet. That was the other one. Gauntlet.
Oh,
where,
Gauntlet.
Yeah.
yeah, that was.
Yep.
You had something in your mic, Chris. That's like it sounds like little gremlins trying to get into the audio. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that. Can you hear that whenever you were talking? It's like this song. Oh, I don't hear it.
His
Now
music is
that
good.
I say something, it's not there. Anyhow, Rodney, good to have a fellow YeNDoR on board.
Yeah, there's not many Rodneys left in the world, so we got to stick together.
I know. I think you're
Yeah.
one of the only Rodneys that was in high school whenever I went. You came around my senior year, so there you go.
Yeah, for sure. Happy to be here.
And it took John 5 minutes to figure out what YeNDoR was. So
I
there.
didn't
We got
realize
there.
I didn't realize what it was until you said have a fellow YeNDoR, and I'm like, what's he talking about?
You
I
didn't
thought
know what
I
that
thought it was
was
I
now?
thought it was a religious thing or something, but no.
Oh,
Then I
that's
realized
funny.
it's Rodney backwards.
That's so funny. I mean, I got a true education out of Tav Tai. You know what I mean? We all figured out what her last names were. So there you go.
That's it.
Let's go ahead and bring on because we have one more in the lounge. Oh, this is going to be good, guys. It looks like he went into his closet and he didn't want to be the odd man out. This is hilarious. Give me a little bit of an intro, Chris. Keep your pants on. Keep your pants on, Chris. Wesley Morris in the house. Look at him. Now he looks like a coach. Look at him.
I know that dude.
He does. He does. He's got on the short shorts.
I think after Rodney pulls up with his attire on, he goes, "Damn it! I'm gonna have to go get my shirt, my hat." Oh, good to see you, dude.
Thanks for having us on.
See, you know what? We couldn't hear you before. Now you have the best mic in the house. So that's so funny.
That's true.
Sweet. Yeah. Good to see you, man.
It's good to be here.
Yeah. You have a.
I literally saw two of these guys in the last 24 hours. I've seen two of these people.
Really? Oh.
What?
Yeah.
So it's not a big reunion. Maybe we're just reuniting with you guys. That's what's going on.
It's a constant reunion. Class 95, I don't mean to interrupt, but Class 95 literally is possibly a cult and has stayed together like this. We've never lost a rally. I know that. And we don't stop.
It's true.
Did you beat Class of 92 in the rally? Is that
We stopped them into dog crap. It never ended.
I remember when
Our class was so big, but we lost a lot of people over the years. They decided to turn to drugs and stuff. But we had a gigantic freshman class.
Right.
I remember when we were freshmen, they did the YeNDoR'S spell out thing. WYLD. We were like deer in the headlights. We're like, what is going on? What's wrong with we're all silent.
We turned into a Pantera concert. We were throwing elbows.
Who wants to explain what a rally is for those who've never experienced a rally?
Wes still works there.
Yes, it's true.
He did one last week.
I was in a rally last week. We can probably find the photo of that somewhere.
So if you didn't ditch and just go home, you go to a rally at the end of the school day, right? Is it still like that?
Yeah, Tap Tie's a little more locked up nowadays. You can't escape quite as easy as you used to. But
yeah.
So yeah, we gather people usually in the boys' gym, sometimes out on the football field, and we basically just actually we haven't sung the alma mater in a little while. It's a little disappointing.
Yeah, it's time.
It's still up on the wall, but we go, we play games, we do dances, things like that, and have a good time. The kids almost universally hate them nowadays. Like they try to find ways out of it, but we try to keep them there.
I feel responsible because I ditched so much my freshman and sophomore year. They changed the policy. Used to, the punishment was very slight, so I would just keep doing it. And then my junior year, they really made a real policy about ditching because I ditched so much. So I kind of feel bad that that's the legacy I left for these kids now. They should be able to ditch.
Well, you were the last
Yeah.
to get it underneath the wire, though. See?
Well, yeah.
Rodney was so good at it, we would ditch and go eat at McDonald's with my grandma and all her friends, and they would all buy him gift certificates to come eat with them.
Yeah, during school hours. Well,
They felt bad for him.
we would say that we were buying parts for auto shop, and we left so many times we could have built 3 cars. I mean, every day we left to buy parts for 2 hours a day. So that was our line.
Oh, that's classic, dude. I have some images to kind of sift through here. He has some funny. Here's some. Who's in this shot? We just had
yeah.
Tim
love
on
this.
board. He's in the front right, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is from our junior year. So we got Tim, bottom right, Letterman, Jeremy Letterman, bottom
That's
left,
right.
Dave Newdorf, middle left, Big John, top left, Kevin Gill, middle top, Corey Carter, top right, me with a great looking flat top, R.A.P. Rick Buck, or Flat Top King. I'm not sure who gave me that then. And then the little guy from Mepos. Little Balky Bartakian in the middle.
Yeah, I look like the little brother in that picture.
You're a little dude like me. Runs together. See, Rodney? I like that.
Yeah, that was about
I
100
love it.
pounds ago.
Yeah. Kevin Gill, top center. Quick story on him. I was in PE class, and we were playing basketball, and I got the rebound, but then I came down on his foot, and I like 4 or 5 cracks my ankle, and I was out for like 6 weeks. But
God
I
damn.
got the rebound, guys. See, he felt so bad every time he saw me in the hall, like on my crutches. You know, he goes, and he just walked past me. I go, no, hello.
Yeah,
He feels so bad.
it did
But,
help. He was a 6'4" freshman, but yeah.
dude, he was enormous. But I got the rebound. I think I got the position somehow. It was probably my only rebound I got in high school. So there you go. Wait. Oh, I need to understand what's going on in this picture here. Joe
Okay.
Little.
All right. Yeah, this is me and the city manager of Taft, Craig Jones. This is 2 weeks ago. I'm just kidding. This is probably, I'd say 96, 97. I don't know when. Maybe 95. Probably 96, John. I don't know. John, John's in some photos here. I did not send that to you, Rod, only because it's even worse than this. And they're all good, clean fun, you know. But we met a couple church girls out there.
There's a part of the story we're missing. What's going on with the blow up doll?
You know, I didn't bring it, but if she shows up,
Hey,
it's a party.
sometimes she just pops up.
She rolled up a lot.
Yeah, she drank a lot of
Yeah.
Strawberry Hill that night. A lot of Boone's Farm.
Yeah. She raised hell in a spa later on. We got kicked out of Salmon Surf.
Marco Polo.
Yeah, that's how we ended up getting 86 from old Wands for 5 years.
Yeah.
So what do you do in Taft High, Wes? So what so you're working after school?
Yeah, I was a history teacher from 2010 until earlier this school year, and then I'm now the dean of discipline. So I'm looking for the Rodneys of the world and cracking down on them when they try to bail out on us.
Take it easy on them.
So you need to hang out with Rodney and get like in his brain to find out what's in their brains, and then you can crack down on them.
Yeah.
Right? Dude,
I'm not a rat. I wouldn't rat them out. That's for sure.
Do you get a sense of
Don't write
euphoria
your friends.
when you bust them? You're like, I got one, huh?
Oh yeah, no, it's fun. They're not terribly sophisticated, a lot of them, and we've got some new technology where we can crack down a little bit more.
I know. I mean, you probably have the surveillance cameras. Is there like a little area in the office, like camera 1, camera 2? You can see like how many cameras you guys have on there.
Oh, I don't even know a count. It's at least 50. Like there's cameras everywhere.
Oh wow. See, Chris, when we were in school, I think the cameras just at Bob Lindbergh's class.
Yeah.
Be
careful what you say.
Oh, that's so funny.
So, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
it's funny that we all had TV Pro together. Like that was a pivotal moment of my young life. Like Bob Lindbergh made it happen. So I'm so good with a camera today because of Bob Lindbergh, and I'll never forget it.
Does
Do they still have TV productions?
They do. We finally got a TV production teacher this year that's from the industry, and he's trying to bring it back to a little bit stronger program. But there for a while, it was nothing like Bob Lindbergh ran. Like he really ran a good show.
Yeah.
Do
As long as there's cat rap.
Do they still have each period has a show that they do and then they broadcast to the city, to the town, or no?
No, it's nothing like it used to be. I mean, it was the glory days. It was awesome.
Yeah. No
That's
more
why I moved.
cat rap.
Cat rap.
I had Real Stories of the Hallway Patrol. That was a real gem on the show.
Yeah.
It was.
Yep.
When was the
There was
turning
Cops
point
and Taft. That was a good one.
Cops
Yeah.
and Taft, yeah.
They need to bring it back. That was so fun.
Yeah, sports talk.
Yeah, we would be in the
Battle of the
cafeteria at
Sexes.
lunch watching it. You know,
It was great. Everybody watched.
That was funny.
That was fun.
Yeah.
One of
They brought
the
the town
worst. One of the worst mistakes that Lindbergh ever made was he wanted to have a live broadcast of, like, I think it was the Powder Puff game, and he let me be the commentator. And so it went out.
Yeah.
It went out live to the town.
what did you
And
do?
I literally was just making stuff up about all the players. I was saying that they had been to prison and all this other crazy
Their
stuff. So the
families.
whole town was hearing me make up all this weird, crazy, wild stuff about these girls playing the Powder Puff game. And I guess they got like a bunch of complaints, like people who were watching it at home and calling Lindbergh. So Lindbergh had no idea while it was going on. I was just talking trash the whole time.
Oh.
And that wasn't a good day for TV productions, but it was fun for me. I'll say that.
Hey, we did live soccer also. Good old soccer games too.
A live soccer game is also bad. That was bad. That was not great.
Yeah, I remember Brian.
That was an hour and a half of us just annihilating. I don't even remember who were playing, Arvin or somebody, but the crap we were talking about their families and them, and it was awful.
I'm not sure if you guys remember
good.
Brian Thomas. He was I think class of '93. Yeah. He was commentating a basketball game, and Julie Brown was playing, and she hit a 3-pointer, and he goes, "Downtown Julie Brown." And I remember Lindbergh getting so fired up because he thought that, well, you're making her sound like she's a prostitute. You know what I mean? I go, what? No, Downtown Julie Brown. She's at the time MTV.
MTV, yeah.
Yeah, Downtown Julie Brown. I go, it's not. I go, where does your mind go, Mr. Lindbergh? You know?
I remember flipping on the TV one day, and I think it was Wes and maybe like John Usry were doing something at the swim meet. And I just drove from my house and went down there and and like announced a swim meet. It was the best thing ever. And we had a time of our lives. I think it might have been me, Wes, and John Usry. I'm not sure, but it was freaking hilarious. We just had a great time.
Oh, Nathan's little brother, right?
Yeah.
Nathan Usry.
Oh. Minnie Murph
hung out their dad, or me and Wes was hung out with their dad yesterday.
Minnie Murph. That's hilarious. Oh man. Let me see here. I think I have some other photos, guys. Hold on one second. So what memory do you guys have like from school that kind of stands out the most? Like you know what I'm saying? Is there a memory like in the quad that John beat up Wes or something like that? You know what I mean? Not that he would, but you know.
There's so many from high school. I mean, if you can remember, Rodney always wore a Golden State Warriors jacket, and Rodney's just an innocent guy, minding his own business, and was mistaken by the only other guy that wore a Golden State jacket. And we had the Samoan Wars our junior year.
The Samoan War.
That
was the best.
Our whole family came and decided to beat our brains.
We lost.
And get to lunch. Yeah,
we lost.
Really?
Yeah, but
Yes.
And Rodney was an innocent guy just hanging out. We didn't even know what was going on. I tried to help him, but it didn't go well.
So you got jumped by the Samoans?
Oh yeah.
Oh, they brought everybody. They brought the whole team. I remember being in the quad and looking over, and there was about 15 to 20 adults coming in the quad. That's probably why it's locked up now, probably for our own safety. And next thing you know, it's like you're like 1 minute you're in a hack circle, next minute you're in a prison riot, and it was
What?
stuff was going down.
What
Yeah.
set it off, or do we know? I mean,
I
someone,
have no clue to this day. I have no idea.
someone
Well,
had
I
to have
was-
done something, you know.
So
Oh, wow.
I was in PE, and it was Rob.
Rodney
I think it
did
was Rob
it.
England.
You did it, dude. I
Yeah.
already see it. I already
Yeah,
see
Rob
it.
England, and one of the Samoans almost got in a fight in PE, and so then Rob kind of egged it on, and so I happened to have the exact same jacket as Rob, and so when the Samoans came looking for Rob, they got Rod, and then the whole thing just touched off. But yeah, it was a kind of a continuation over a basketball game, so no broken ankle on that one, but it was
Oh, that's how
they
it
were
went.
fouling each other hard in the gym. I was in that period of PE. That's what
So
kicked
then
it
they
off in the
thought
morning.
that you were him, and then so they jumped you.
Not really, because the swarm came in at that point, and I didn't even know what was going on. I literally turned around, and like Joe said, it was a prison riot. I remember Mr.
it was
Anderson.
awesome.
Remember Mr. Anderson? He had arms
yeah.
like this, and I remember him just picking up one of these giant Samoans and just walking him around like a rag doll. I mean, that guy was a
Yeah.
beast.
Yeah, they
They
threw
were
down
adults.
Dan
These weren't
Libby.
like other kids. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the security guard Dan Libby got tossed. It was crazy.
Good old
I
Ivy.
remember it was I could just see it. I guess in my mind's eye, them coming through the gate by the cafeteria, and like record scratch, man. You're like, what the hell's going on? And there was they've done it before. They had practiced it. One of the two, they had us.
You're wondering what they're going to do, and you're thinking, oh, we're not involved in this. They come after Rodney, and I'm sitting next to him, and I went over like a turd in a punch bowl.
Did you?
Yeah.
It was hilarious. It was pretty good.
Did you get injured, Rodney? And you get a?
I don't think they got me at all. I think it was just like, because when I turned around, they were surprised because it was the wrong guy. Like they were just so jacked up and ready. And so when I finally turned around, I guess they saw that, okay, it wasn't the right guy, and then it just kind of I don't remember exactly where it went from there. I didn't get injured for sure. But I do remember the melee, and I'll never forget Mr. Anderson just picking up those Samoans like they were little kids and just tossing them around.
So we're at a basketball game, like someone gets fouled, and they said, you know what, I'm gonna go get my family, and then they just go into the quad and did their thing. That's crazy.
The whole island came.
30 your closest
We
family
think-
members.
I mean, it'd be great to have them on the podcast. Get their side of the story.
I knew Joe Laulu. There was the only Samoan dude
Yeah,
that I
you
knew
do.
from school. You remember him? Yeah.
Yeah,
I still see some.
And
They
we
apologized years later. They did apologize. We all made up. It was a big mistake.
I was gonna get on my wife.
things happen. Heat of the moment, things happen. You attack a whole school. I mean,
Oh, that's crazy. Joe used to call me Spud Webb back in the day, and he thought he was Michael Jordan. He goes, Spud Webb, me, you went on this. He didn't even know my name. You just call me Spud Webb. I like, my name's Rodney. He goes, okay. So Spud Webb, come over here. And then he would just go back to calling me Spud Webb. Or not to age ourselves, Spud Webb is actually taller than me, 5'7", smallest dude in the NBA, slam dunk champion. At least he thought I had skills, or else he wouldn't have called me Spud Webb, maybe.
yeah, your
So
NBA
Bud Webb
level.
was the man.
Is there any better captivating memories from school outside of Riot, President Riot? You guys recall?
Well, and you can also go back to they showed Corey Carter earlier. We had the smash the car deal during homecoming week our senior year, and Corey Carter decided to flip the car over, and everybody went berserko. And they probably got rid of it after that. It didn't go over real well.
They were mad about that.
Was it our senior year?
Hold on quick, guys. I got to take a quick call. Sorry, guys. Hold on 1 second. Go ahead.
Was our senior year when Justin Morgan sprayed the crowd down with pepper spray, or was that our junior year?
I don't remember what year that was. I forgot about it. Luckily, I wasn't there, but I remember that going on. I didn't get any of that.
Yeah,
I don't think it was when we were seniors.
might have been our junior year.
That video's in our Rodney put it in our video yearbook. Oh, the car being flipped, right? I think it's in there.
Yeah, I think you're right. I got to find my VHS so I can watch that.
Well, it's on. It was on YouTube, and it got copyrighted because all the music he put on there. He did a great job with the music. It's just, lawyers ruin everything. kind of thing.
Yeah.
We lost Rod, I guess. He
I
got
know.
upset and left.
You guys can hear me now, right? Yeah, it was weird. He went
Yeah, we
black,
can hear you.
and then he starts calling me on my phone, and so I say, "Okay, me
He
keep
went
this
black. He
phone."
didn't come back.
I don't know. Maybe he goes, "Stop talking about the Samoans. You're gonna get me jumped again." I don't know. Maybe that's what it is.
He's
He
a
might
very
have booted his
sensitive-
door in.
Yeah.
I know. Maybe they've just busted in his door. Oh no!
They're good dudes. They're good dudes. It just everyone got caught up in
Wait,
it. I just want to clarify.
Are
I
you
just
there,
want to
Rodney?
clarify. We
Yeah,
love
I don't know what happened.
Oh, we thought you got jumped. I thought we spoke because this is live that the Smallmans were after you again. I was
Yeah,
like, maybe are you in trouble? Wink with the right eye if you're in bad position. Are you good? Are you
I'll give you the the whatever this one is.
all right?
Yeah.
I'm held captive.
I've
Make
got
sure
I've got a good Jason Wentland, Todd Simonson story.
Ooh,
Oh,
We're all
please.
in the gym
We have a good-
playing basketball, and Jason Wentland says to me, "Dude, who's that new chick over there?" I'm like, "What new chick?" He's like, "That one over there. She's fine. Look at her." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Right over there." I'm like, "That's Todd Simonson."
He had gray hair. Yeah,
Because Todd had like hair down to like his butt
Yeah.
crack, and
He-
yeah, Jason.
he was on the broadcast a couple years ago. What happened to the hair? You had the locks. You had the thing going. Now I'm the only one. It's so funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wendland was a nice kid. We always liked him and his stepsister, and just we took him out partying one night.
Last time
Oh,
we saw
man.
him.
Last time we saw him, I see him on Facebook. He's doing good. So that's. But we went out. We ended up out at I think Trippy Trees or someplace off of Midway Road, and we all got tuned up. It happens, right? Not much to do out there, and we leave, and we see a cloud of dust, man. An old boy has stacked his car up and broke his collarbone. So that's the only time we ever partied with him. We never saw him again.
I've never seen it since.
Yeah, he kind of like jumped the car. Like the car, I
Yeah.
saw the headlights were
He
pointed
jumped-
out.
he-
it was straight
It
up
took
in
a
the
big
air.
burn. It was like this. Oh, poor guy. He was
That's,
a
when
good
a party
dude.
ends.
Love that guy. Love that guy.
Hey, John, who was it that was in your El Camino when you had an exhaust leak and it was making that weird noise and John's car just making like this weird swishy noise? We were coming out from drinking out in the fields and the guy was freaking out. He thought somebody was chasing us or something. Who was
I
that?
think it was Bobby Burleson.
Okay, yeah.
Bobby
Another
Burleson.
He could
95.
not. It was like
where's
we
Burleson?
couldn't get away from the noise. We could not get away from the sound because it was coming out of John's exhaust. And this guy is like losing his mind. And me and John are dying laughing because he's like, and John's like, someone's behind us. And he'd gas it. This guy's like freaking out, like can't figure out what the heck's going on.
That's funny.
The good old days.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, I'm just going through some images that you guys sent me. What's going on with this shot? What?
Oh, see, I was staying in reserve because
Who's this guy? That's a question.
that's Brandon.
What's going on there?
We love you, Brandon.
Brandon
Brandon,
Kinney.
he hates this picture, and I had it on here, and I was gonna say because I thought Brandon we're gonna get Brandon on here. He's a
I don't
funny
see
dude,
why he
man.
hates this picture. I don't understand why.
Well, go back to the picture. Put it back up,
Okay,
the full screen. You can't really see what's by our feet. There's a bucket, and that was Brandon's bucket. He was puking into, and he was fighting for his life on Calvin's front porch.
Oh, so he wasn't acting.
RIP.
I thought he was just doing a funny face.
No, we were. That's as close as you can get a weekend at Bernie's without getting a manslaughter case.
Oh, so
Yeah.
that's
We were pretty ripped.
so it's
I
Mike
think
Berry
that-
though, right? Is it Mike Berry?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Mikey. Yep.
And Janine Valpena back then.
Yep.
I think
Gotcha.
that's Brandon Kinney's going away party. He was getting ready to go to the
Yeah,
Coast
he's going to the
Guard.
Coast Guard. Yeah, he had a good. He's killed it in life, but that we got him pretty ripped, and he used to give me a bunch of crap, and I'd show him that picture, and he'd get mad at me. Don't ever show that picture. My mom will see it. So I'm sorry
Yeah,
if your mom
yeah.
sees this, Brandon. But
And
that is
then
a
now,
funny
yeah,
ass
then
picture.
now
I
we're
thought-
showing it live on broadcasting. So make sure he
and
doesn't.
Brandon goes. Brandon does this thing where he and I one day were at breakfast, and we were both we were cops in Taft, and he goes, we were eating breakfast at Pake's, and our captain came in and looked at me, and I hadn't seen the captain in months, and I'd probably put on some pounds or whatever, and my uniform was it was morning. I was tired. And that's why Brian goes, Joe. And so Brandon goes look at me and goes, Joe, like that. How fat I am. And freaking, so that's my only thing I can really get back on Brandon. That's my ammo against him.
Well, I hate to say we've all been there at one point or another, more than likely. So, Chris, just so you know, I had you on mute because you have this cracking thing going on. We can do it like I'll unmute you.
Yeah.
And whenever you want to chime in, maybe unmute, chime in, kind of like a Zoom call, I guess. I don't know if you guys can hear that, like the little cracking noise, like someone's trying to get into the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know what that could be. I was thinking maybe it was like the fish tank because I'm kind of surrounded by percolating water that I can't really do anything about. So
Chris is at his ex-wife's house. Do tell.
Yes,
There has to be a story behind that. You're at your ex-wife's house, but this is like a usual thing, though. You're watching the kids, right?
Yeah, watching the kids, and just kind of a scheduling thing. It didn't work out where I could stay home and do this. So
gotcha.
Well, she got the internet.
I was talking to my wife Rachel about you, Chris, just yesterday. I go, it's funny, as Chris was like the most like quiet, shy, reserved dude like that I knew in school. Yet now he's a stand-up comedian, and he's leader of a he's in like 2 or 3. We're in 3 bands or 2 bands.
2.5 bands. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Here he is, you guys.
That's
this
great.
is crazy. Wow,
Yes.
I love
Yeah.
That's my new project, the Mighty Royal Sloan. That? Yeah.
And then he's also on Band Wars.
We just started filming season 2 of Band Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
Yeah, you got some images over here, Chris. I love the glasses.
Look at me.
And if you don't recognize Chris, this
Are
is
you-
him. Senior year in school. There he is.
He was. I remember him in school. He was quiet guy.
Yeah.
Right. Now he's all outspoken, and he does all the things that we don't have the bravery to do.
I was still in drama class then. I still did all the plays and stuff, but I just didn't talk to people much.
Yeah. I'm not talking unless I have a stage.
Yeah, it happened way back when I was like in the 1st grade, and the teacher was like, if you have something to say, you raise your hand, and then I never had anything that important where I had to raise my hand to say it. So just stay that way all through school.
You know, it's funny. I was looking at this. Here's my shot of myself, and then here's Chris.
Look at those eyes.
What's
Yeah.
missing? What's missing here? Where's the mullet, Chris? I mean,
Yeah.
did you not go to Taft? I mean,
Never
you didn't get the
jumped on a
memo with the mullet.
train. Yeah.
The mullet was key.
Rod had a glorious
I didn't
mullet.
even know I had a mullet. I don't think anyone who had a mullet knew it was called a mullet until like, out of school. They're like, oh, I had a mullet. I didn't know I had a mullet.
And it's back. The mullet is back. I see it all over down here. And even when I was up there last time, I saw the mullet.
Really?
Yeah, it's coming back.
It's
There's
like
a lot of-
Billy
We
Ray
were at the races last night. John and our families, and out at 43 and 119, that's a nice track, and there were a lot of mullets. It was a mullet heavy environment.
Yeah.
mullet heavy environment. We have some shout outs. Luana. What's up, Luana? I hope to have you back. We're going to actually be having our 4-year anniversary, Chris, of the WiLDCaT chat here soon.
Already.
I think it's soon. If you're up for doing it next Sunday, we may just do it next Sunday.
On Cinco de Mayo? On amateur night?
On amateur night? Well, we can't do it on Mother's Day. I have to do it on a Sunday. So maybe the weekend after Sunday. Maybe we'll do that.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, I'm down. Sure.
Anyone wants to pop in and say hi, more than welcome. Sister Jen says, hello, class of 95. Hi, guys.
Did she see the picture of me and Todd? That's all the question I have.
She see it. I don't know if she's still
It's
listening.
so good.
That was 6 minutes ago. I think she may have chimed out.
Oh man.
Which one was that Todd? Like her boyfriend, like her husband Todd?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that's Todd. Oh my
He was-
god!
She didn't sleep with that dude for a lot of
Thank
years.
God I didn't
Yeah.
connect the two. That was him. Oh wow, that's crazy.
He's a
Yeah,
little bitty
that's
guy.
in John's
Yeah.
kitchen.
I never didn't even I gotta see it one more time. I didn't recognize that was him. That's so
He also
funny.
note the stolen Pizza Hut visor.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Anna, that might be a red cup. I don't know.
I was
Yeah.
thinking,
What's going on?
yeah, that's hilarious. Oh.
That was a good party. Good party.
Okay, what do you?
We had the best parties at John's.
I want to say, Chris and John, you both have something in common. There's some type of animosity towards Les Clark, and I'm not sure exactly what happened. Chris spars left in the left field. Les Clark at one point. They're cool now, but they had a
I
little
kicked
sparring
his ass. He
session.
didn't have a chance.
Yeah, Les found out that Chris. I always mess this up. Taekwondo,
Kung Fu.
Kung Fu. Dang it!
Yeah.
I'm gonna get one of these times. Kung Fu. So he starts sparring in left field. Chris held his own, and it got broke up. It's a friendly sparring match, and for some reason, John has some pics of Les that he likes to
Great.
show, and I was kind of curious on where did that all come from? I mean, who started that? What went down? Tell me.
Well, Les is always the best out of the gate. Les is for round one. You can't. Les is hard to spar with, but he doesn't really come around for round 2 and 3. He's done, and so I got to keep it going. And he doesn't think it's funny as I do, so that makes it better.
Well, because you're winning. I think you're winning.
Yeah,
That's why.
He's great out of the gate, though. I mean, he's hard to go with out of the gate, but after that, I get him, and so I got to mess with Les. He's a great guy, so I got to do it.
Okay, I just want to let you know, John, I contacted Les, throwing it out there. I'm doing a broadcast. We have some pictures to show of you. If you want to defend yourself, here's the link. No Les Clark. I think you won once again, John. Boom.
You're good.
I just want to say that.
Mic drop.
Yeah, I love to mess with Les. It's fun.
So is this continuous? So are we moving forward with it still?
Yes, but I was asked to stop doing so much that we need to go 1 for 1. So I'm trying not to hurt people that are sensitive.
John's bombing on him, and it's somebody throwing the towel.
Yeah, because I got a lot with lightning in a bottle coming up and stuff. I got a lot of ammo on standby.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna sick. What's his name? Logan, his boy that plays baseball. Yeah, he's gonna get the team after you. You'll need your own guardian. I think he plays for the Guardians.
Yeah, luckily Logan's about the best kid you can find, so that I don't have to worry about him. Logan, you're not going to find a better kid, probably.
I don't have his highlights in the queue, but I saw him posting just yesterday, throwing some gunning a guy out at second, and man, dude's amazing.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's great.
Yeah, I played baseball with Les when he was a catcher. And I tell you, he made me feel smaller than I already was. Because I don't know what you guys, you know what? Probably I got to tap too late and I didn't drink your guys' milk or something. Rodney, what happened?
No,
I
was.
You bring up milk.
I was tap born and bred, but that's true.
So
I don't like milk. Yeah, I'm allergic to milk, but
yeah, that's probably what
it
was.
I did. I mean, I used to hang out with John and Joe and Kevin Gill, so I was always the Danny DeVito, in the Twins movie. Like I was always a little bit smaller than everybody.
I know, right? Did you guys, when you guys graduated from junior high, did you guys graduate from shortest to tallest?
I don't know.
No, I'm serious.
I don't
That's
remember.
what we did. That's
I don't
what we
know.
did.
Really?
Yeah, it was. That's
funny.
how it was.
No,
We
I don't-
lined up. See, I left at a good time for you. Maybe the transition probably didn't carry over. They probably thought maybe this will be psychologically damaging as an adult, maybe or something.
Yeah.
But they
didn't care.
lined
They didn't
you
care
up.
about that.
No, you're shorter than him. No, you go over here, and they lined us up. I led half the class as the shortest in the class, but then the teacher goes, you know what? It's because you have a better stride than the others. They don't have leadership qualities. You know what I mean? And she was trying to buffer it for me, but I was like, I don't know.
I was nursing like 3rd-degree blisters on my shoulders because we went to the plunge for like 8 hours the day before our graduation, and I had no one knew anything about sunblock, and I just didn't have a shirt on like a little redneck kid, and I had blisters on my shoulders, and my little dress shirt, I think we got it like, I don't know, JCPenney's or something. It stuck to my skin. And when I pulled it off, like it ripped all the freaking blisters out. That was my 8th grade graduation. I was like, I don't even want to go to school anymore. It was so bad. But
that's a pure Taft story right there.
Jen says in the Facebook chat that you guys were lined up shortest to tallest.
We were? I don't remember it.
I don't remember that at all.
I didn't see that.
Okay. All right.
So Weston,
yeah,
maybe
I'm a midway
Wes
kid.
is the low man out. He didn't go to Lincoln.
That's funny. Yeah, I would.
Wes is a midway.
Tigers for life.
Yeah, we had to jump him in our freshman year.
Yeah. Midway had the best pool, though. I remember going out there. I think me and Bobby Harbin and like Hoyt would go out there, and there were some girls that they would perv on. I'm like, we're going to Fellows to perv on girls? Because y'all, you don't even know. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and Rodney's dad ran the pool back then, so good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh man. Did you guys do the field party thing in Taft, or did that die out after we didn't do it?
No, we were
put some miles in.
We were
so if you guys can name some party spots out in the hills, how many can you come up with? Because I think we had like 10 to 15.
Yeah, I think some of the names might vary, yeah, but some of the names are probably different. But go ahead, Joe.
Churchill.
Yeah.
So we had Churchill, Trippy Trees, Sand Hill, Section 18. Where else?
The Water Trough.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was the only
Water Trough.
Did you go to Mickey's? Was it Mickey's?
Mickey's was kind of across from Church Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
The Green
Churchill story.
25 Hill. 25 Hill.
Yep. 25 Hill.
What was the one off 119? What was the one off 119 that had that climb? It had like a straight up climb on it. Remember that one?
That's Sand Hill.
Sand Hill, yeah. That's Sand Hill.
You know,
the
Paradise. There you go.
Paradise.
Yeah. Twin Palms.
I think we get good way up there. Oh, Twin Palms. Unipalm.
Yeah, Unipalm now.
Unipalm now. Shoot. Drop Zone, of course.
Oh, yeah.
It was Joe hit them all. I like that, Joe.
Yeah, that's Seven Sisters.
Seven Sisters.
Yeah.
So apparently there weren't any bars for underage people. So we would go to Jeremy. Jeremy says
Kingdom.
Yeah. Gardner, yep, what up, homie? Yep. Oh, here he's got some others.
Yep. Rifle range. We barely went to rifle range. They would bust us out there too much by the time we were driving.
Yeah. I think Hummy was there when this happened. It's funny is we were at a party spot and it was a new place, right? And we didn't have a name for it. And they're like, what should we call it? What should we call it? You know what I mean? And I think it was Hummy or someone else goes, I don't know, but I got to piss, you know? And then they go, that's it, gotta piss. And so it's stuck. we had a party spot called Gotta Piss.
The Trippy Trees, there was a pumping unit and it made this noise and it sounded just like the drums at the beginning of Hot for Teacher, that song by Van Halen. Remember that?
Yeah.
You go out there and that thing would start up and you just hear and so I called it Hot for Teacher, but it was also the Trippy Trees.
The beauty of that stuff was you say, hey, we're going to meet up here. This is obviously pre-cell phone, pre-page. I had a pager. I don't think John had a pager. John had a cell phone first, I think, of all of us. That was a big Nokia break. Anyways, but you would say, hey, if this gets busted, we're going here. If that gets busted, we're going here. So we're out all night. There was no givey uppies. We're going till we're done. It was good times.
Just so you know, this is
we were pros.
So you can see him.
Oh,
I can remember the queue.
Yeah,
look at that boy. You look about the same. You look like the same, but you have a beard.
Yeah, I'm missing a little bit up top now, but you know, I got the.
Don't put it
That's
back.
why I'm glad I had the party in the back then. So now
Yeah.
I got nothing, you know. So I had to take advantage. I was waiting for Soundgarden to call.
I love the '90s references.
Yeah.
Rodney, who is it that we were at Churchill and someone like rolled their car down the hill and skidded their truck
right
or whatever
between
off
Rodney's car.
No, it hit. Yeah, it hit
Yeah,
my car.
that-
It was Davey Wilkerson, which was younger than us. and
Davey
that was-
Wilkerson. Yeah.
That was the night that Dennis Bracken and Gator Gates fought the longest fight ever.
Yep. That was wild.
I
They
mean,
fought for like 2 hours.
What?
the
Yep.
fact that we lived, right? Like we were out there driving around in the dark. People were drinking. I mean, I can't believe that all of us made it through, to be honest. Like most of us anyway.
We didn't live. We thrived.
So
That's all we had. And it was the best.
field parties were such a part of the Class 95 that in 2015 we actually had a field party for our 20th reunion, and it was super well attended.
It was awesome too.
It was a blast.
And we didn't
There's a few
have to
people there.
actually worry about the cops busting it or anything like that. We actually could stick around the whole time.
You know, if you're a smart cop, you just
Silver-
follow the car out to the party spot. I think is how they found him, right? Like, is there a cop behind
Pretty
me right
much.
now?
Security
darn
guards.
cops.
That's where my disdain for security guards and West Side Security, and one in particular, all began.
I don't know. Just I didn't have enough room in the queue. Who's this? Who's this guy? What? He's got a fish. I don't know if you can see the fish. Well, can't really see the fish. I need to put my. Oh, there it is.
Can't
There's
really
the
see it.
fish. It's a big fish, dude. Nice job.
It popped out. Who was that? I couldn't see who it was.
That's
It was
like
like-
Wes.
Oh,
Yes.
It was who? Is you, Wes?
Yeah,
oh,
Oh,
you
okay.
couldn't see me. 'cause
couldn't
I was
tell.
way off.
Oh, there you. Oh, yeah, that's Wes back in the day. That's the fellows. That's
No,
the
that's
Baker
high
Wes.
school. It's good. What other one? Was this a birthday thing? Wait.
Yeah, it was my 18th
Take my
birthday
thing
party out in Derby Acres.
You guys can't see it very well, but there's a bunch of you have like 6 cupcakes. Is that like cupcakes?
Yeah, we might have had cupcakes. I don't remember. I have to go look at it again.
Well, you have like 15 people in the room. And you have like 6 cupcakes. Was this just your party then, huh?
I guess so.
It's funny. I'm looking at this. Can't really see it, but there's like 6 cupcakes there. That's funny. They went all out
Was
for you
that
on your
Derby Acres
birthday,
Park?
Wes.
No, it was in my house.
Oh,
I didn't know we could fit that many people in there.
Derby Acres Park is underrated.
Wait, see if I could see it better, man.
Yeah, I picked that one because that is
look at them redheads.
that's Steph Moe from class of 1990.
Oh, it is. That's
Yeah.
a step well.
Yep.
Looks like you're Utah.
Yeah, no, we were going deer hunting with my father. So there's a embarrassing story I won't talk about on that one, but
Well,
we had a great time.
if you guys are up for doing a vault conversation, we usually do this for an hour and then we go to the vault. I already gave you the private link, and I don't know if you can see this one. What are you thinking of on this one there?
Oh, that was a thinking pose from Derby Acres. Yeah, because
You can't
it's
see
not
the
showing the
post.
Derby Acres sign.
Wait, it's there. It's there. Okay, I have to confess, I'm not really on the beach at a bar, so that's not really my background. I hate to say
That's
it.
fine.
And coincidentally, I just want to give everyone some love that have posted back, but I'm almost 7 months sober, believe it or not. 7 months. This is
for
really
you.
coffee. This is coffee. This isn't jungle
Congrats.
juice.
Good for you.
yeah, no jungle juice.
It's not jungle juice. It's actual coffee.
Like sober, California sober.
Oh, dude, I almost 7 months alcohol sober, a little over 2.5 months marijuana sober. So there you go.
Good for you, man.
And if you had watched some of my previous WiLDCaT chats a couple beers before we start the show, and you were like, "Why can't we never see your eyes, Rod? Are you like closing your eyes the whole time?" So yeah, I was drinking to you drink to mask anxiety or depression or all those things, but inadvertently it actually causes even more once it wears off.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So it's like a perpetual
Yep.
thing that I went through, and I just got to where I wanted to be more responsible, especially with what my wife's going through and everything like that. And so yeah, and I just decision making and I have believe it or not social anxiety, and whenever I would be around people, I would say, you know what, I get a couple drinks in me in order to socialize, and then those drinks turn into too many drinks. Now I turn into the drunk dude at the party that's very friendly, you know what I mean? But
Yep.
it is what it is. But I feel so much better now.
It is what it is.
I gotta
Good for
tell you
you.
though, is dreams, I thought that there were something that we did back when we were a kid. Now they're like, oh my
Really?
gosh, yeah. So I haven't like had dreams probably in the last 20 plus years. You know what I mean? And
Damn.
I'm not sure if any of you guys can empathize on that one or not. Of not have the dream thing, but like I'll take a quick 20-minute nap after I eat at night, and I'm like, Rachel, I'll be right back. I'll let you know what happens. It's like that quick and that vivid and like that surreal. Like I wake up and I'm like, dude, that's crazy. Like I'm excited more about my dreams than my reality half the time. You know what I mean?
Well, that's good. That sounds like a good thing.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm
You're
just
catching up after all those
Good for you.
years.
I guess it's crazy.
Yeah, well, your brain's got to fire all that stuff off. We suppress that stuff, and it builds up, man. Our anxiety builds up, all that trauma builds up, and then it comes out.
Yeah, it's funny. We talked about it as it gets to where when either something is really good or really bad. Usually, you don't drink when you're in the middle. Sometimes obviously you do, but like if it was a celebration, it's like, oh, we won, let's go for drinks, or so-and-so was in town, let's go out for drinks, or you know what I mean? Or else you're by yourself and you just want to numb, it's always on the both ends. At least that's what it was for myself. But anyway,
there's a country song that talks about that. It says, when my team lost, when my team won, that's why we drink. It's like either way, we're gonna have cocktails.
Yeah.
I honestly, at this point, I not to make it about me, but I will do that. I only pretty much drink it if I'm around these guys, because it's fun and it's social, and it's because it's available for sure. John throws great backyard barbecue parties. Me and Wes shoot together, and I've watched him drink an entire bottle of Buffalo Trace one night, which is terrifying. And then Rod is also maybe one of the most compatible drinkers right here in the world. But because I'm comfortable with them, I'll do it. But I don't actually drink at home unless they're over or someone's over in a social setting, or it's Old Dorado, where I will literally just say screw it and go for 10 days straight. We're approaching a year out right now, and oddly enough, twice a year at my company, our like Christmas time and summertime company events, I'll get pretty hammered at those. And that's not saying anything negative about where I work, but it should be a clue. But it just, those are the only times I ever drink, and I can't sit at home and drink. I was raised around an alcoholic, a wonderful human being, but just someone who drank constantly. And I see how that ran his life. And when I started feeling that way a little bit as an adult, and when I had kids, especially, and I'm not making good decisions, good parent decisions because of it. That was it.
Yeah, I can't metabolize it very well. I later found out this like within the next couple months. It's called alcohol hydrogenase. It's like an enzyme that breaks down the alcohol, and if you get symptoms, like you'll see some people, if they have a drink or two, like, dude, your face is like flushed red, like red, or you just don't metabolize it fast enough. So you have 2 beers is equivalent to like having almost like 6 beers. It seems like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I like 2 beers. I'm like a cheap date, I guess. You know what I mean? And but it just wouldn't run through. So it kind of like manifested itself, and I don't realize, like, I never do shots because that would be into it for me, because I definitely couldn't metabolize that. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that part. Well, let's go ahead and do this. Pleasure having you guys all on board. I think that having the reconnection and reminiscing and having this, think we did have COVID, or else we wouldn't be here. There's a good angle of it, you know what I mean? But I get a kick of just being a kind of like a fly on the wall and seeing you guys, people reconnect, and I just get a big charge out of it. So it's a pleasure to have you guys on board. And yeah, all my little freshmen are together. See, I feel like the senior, and then all the little freshmen are here. I like that.
Thanks for having us.
We want to give a shout out.
Yeah, man.
We want to give a shout out to Class 95 reunion is already on the books for 2025. So Oil Dorado, that first weekend, we're going to be making it happen. So Class of 95ers, check our Facebook page.
Nice.
It's going to be epic again.
You know what? I'm glad I remember.
But not at the OTs.
Yeah, we'll be at the Moose. We'll be at the Moose. OT's probably going to cater it.
There you go, folks.
Okay.
There you go. Well,
we're banned from OTs, but it's a long story.
Can I get a thumbnail shot? I always forget to do this, Chris. If you guys just want to do a quick, just smile or do a crazy face, whatever you want, I'm going to put that on the thumbnail whenever Pete. Ready? We'll do one. We'll do it on the count of 3. Ready? Just whatever.
Ready,
you know.
ready.
One.
Are we looking tougher happy?
Huh?
You can smile.
Whatever you want to do.
I can smile. Okay.
Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right. There you
off
go.
my hands.
Go ahead and play us out, Chris. You guys have the link for the private chat if you guys want to jump in.
Yep.
Derek Watson says hello, by the way.
Hey, Derek.
What's up, Derek?
Thanks, Derek.
I'll put the private chat
Derek's the
in
man.
the link, and hopefully you guys pop in for a little bit before we let it roll. Well, play us out, Chris.
All right.
Pants on, Chris. Keep your pants on. Good to see you guys. We'll see you until next time. WiLDCaT chat in the house. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.